Hey fam, how are you all today? I am coming at you all from my vehicle, and it is pouring down rain. It's been pouring down rain where I'm at for days. I know I'm not the only one, but just sending all the love out there to everyone else who's experiencing torrential downpours, experiencing power loss, and worse things. Um, I want to get right into this message. Hold on. Can I just say I'm sorry about my hair because it's raining and I can see it. Sorry. And the quality of this is not great, but um okay, so I heard earlier I was actually going to get into the shower and the spirit said, "You're like Coyote and Veronica Mars rolled into one." Okay, so I know who Coyote is. I keep wanting to say Coyote, probably because I went and read about the origins and things like that. But and then Veronica Mars is not a show I've ever watched. I do like Kristen Bell. I think she's got beautiful things to say. She's very strong in her sense of self. Um, but I don't really know anything about that show, so I went and looked it up. 444 on my clock right now. That is awesome. Um, hey. Uh, so Coyote, right? What the heck? So there are. I'm not going to go into the whole history. Go and look it up. It's actually interesting. A lot of people have different takes on it, but everybody likes an underdog, and he actually is. He's the villain, but he's the underdog, and he never gives up. He is super determined. The one thing that stood out to me, though, in reference, like you are like Coyote. Okay, I don't use. He's always ordering gimmicks and like electronics and things in the mail. He's like always trying to. He's very sure of his own genius. Like he's overly sure of himself, and that's why he never ever can beat the Roadrunner, right? Um, that I know a guy. I know a guy who I used to he really resonated, his energy resonated with like with a twin flame journey, and I in the last little bit in my own healing and evolution, my whole thought process behind that has changed, and it's just it's my personal, so I'm not putting it on anybody else, but I kind of thought he was more of like like a test, a karmic test, which is great. And I was definitely one for him. A series of mini tests over the course of several years. Um, but he's not but he's the number one that stands out in my mind is like the person who does this. Not, I don't think to scheme or anything, but I mean, now he might like actually be confirming some things. But I look up Veronica Mars and there she is. She went from the very like popular girl, not with the most money, but like she hung out with the right people in the right crowd, and then some things happened in her life, and her whole family, her whole world just fell apart. And it seems like that honestly, it was very telling of the fact that she's a character whose character was going through like a shamanic initiation and journey, because all of these horrible things started at such a young age, but she had incredible gifts. The protagonist did, and I'm really curious. I don't even own a TV, but I'd watch some episodes just because Spirit made it a point to point out those two very unique characters. I don't know. I'm 40. Like in our history, I can relate to both. Um, but she's a sleuth and really highly motivated, and she uses her anger to, I feel like her cynicism, her loss of her childlike nature at such a young age. She actually used that to propel herself forward. She didn't make herself a victim, not from what I've read. And now I'm sure there are story arcs and things where she plays that role, but um, that only stimulates growth anyway, right? So I just wanted to come on here and talk about this. I have no idea how this is going to round out, but this would be a good place to jump off from. You are like Wile Coyote and Veronica Mars all rolled into one. Until I can get back to this and do a little more research, thank you. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I love all of you. I love all of my brothers and sisters. I don't care where you're at in your journey. I am sending you so much love. I don't give a shit if you send me hate. It does not bother me one bit. I still love you, and I still am going to meet you where you're at today, tomorrow, and every day moving forward, because that's just it. Love is the only thing. Okay, if we need to get to authenticity, right, to level up, you can't have that without unconditional love for yourself, people. Gotta have that first, and that takes time. That's got to be authentic. You see, authenticity, unconditional love of self leads to like authenticity and unconditional love for other people, right? So there's a lot to be unlocked here, actually, now that I'm talking more into this and sort of picking away at it. There is a whole lot here. That is a very loaded statement. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, archangels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. I want to give a special shout out to Isis today. Fucking thank you. You are incredible. I love you. Thank you. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, thank you all. You are my dogs. Metatron, dude, I know you got my back. For real. You make me laugh every day. Thank you. With that being said, I'm going to close this out. Namaste.